All right, I think we are live. Am I correct? Are we live? I think we are. All right, hopefully some friends will be able to join me this evening. And yep, I have lots of fun things to share. So hopefully we'll have some friends joining. This is my second live. So I am, it's very intimidating. Um, Doing a live. I'm a little bit nervous, but um, we're going to carry on. So today I'm going to be sharing some life quilty updates and some works in progress. Hi, Agnes. Thank you so much for joining me. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. If you have joined and you are in the chat and you've not said hello, say hello. Hi, Beverly. uh, it's nice to see you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Um, yeah, say hi. Put a hi in the chat. Tell me how you're doing. How has your week been? Hello, right angles. Uh, I'm glad you're doing good, Agnes. I'm doing well. Most of you know Oh, most of you know that I've not been well. I had a massive asthma attack a couple weeks ago that really took me out. And so I've been home for this entire week. I'm still a little wheezy, um, but we're pressing on. And I'm doing better, thankfully. So thanks for asking. Making dresses for Dresser Girl. Nice. That's nice, Beverly. That's something I've not yet done, but it's on my bucket list. I'm not really a garment sewer, um, so it's on my bucket list to do one of those challenges. Thanks, Beverly. Um, yes, and just I wanted to give a quick update. So this month is my birthday. And so I'll be celebrating all month long. And so that's exciting. Um, I did a giveaway recently. I think I'm going to do another giveaway, and I'll do it the same way I did it because it seems to have worked quite well. So I'm going to do a, a form, a Google form, and then I'll do a number picker to pick the winners, and then I'll send out the um, the gifts as usual. So we'll talk about that a little bit more later. Thank you, Beverly. Uh, and speaking of birthdays, Lynn at Soft Squares on her website, softsquares.com, she has a feature where you can create a wish list. And then you can share the link with your family and friends. So I've done that. I've created a wish list. Hey, Donnell. Thank you, Right Angles. So I've created a wish list on softsquares.com, and I really like the idea of supporting a woman-owned small business. So if you want to do something like that, you can go ahead and create a wish list on softsquares.com, and then you can share your wish list with whoever you want to share it with, and for quilty goodness. And she has a lot of interesting things on her in her store. Yep. So another update I have is that my channel has been really growing, and it's really been interesting to see the last video that I uploaded about the Blessings Heart quilt, which I'm still working on, had 1,000 views. That's amazing to me. That's quite an accomplishment. So I'm really happy about that. Thank you to all the people that watch my videos. Um, so I wanted to show you some works in progress. Hey, Donnell, how are you doing? I did a video about this bag. It is the, see if I can find the pattern. It's the making backpack. And I made the mini of the making backpack. And I got this kit at QuiltCon 2024. And I made it, and it was so nice. I had to make it twice. So I made another one for a little friend of mine whose birthday is coming up in May. This is the inside of the bag, and the outside, I'll need to turn it out. So this, what do you think? Oh, thank you. And Donnell says, I'm doing awesome. Just got off work a bit ago and working on doing some boat cover repairs for a friend of the family. Okay, very interesting, very interesting. Right, so this is the second one that I made. I need to turn it inside out, but I glued the binding on, so I'm waiting for it to dry because I broke my sewing machine sewing this bag. So I decided to glue the binding on. It's a permanent fabric glue. Should be okay. And so this is the bag. And I'm making bag number 3. So these will be the colors for bag number 3. For my cousin who is a young teen. And then I'm making bag number 4 for my daughter. So apparently I'm enjoying making these bags. Hi Nelly, how are you? Thanks, Right Angles. I really enjoy making it. It's a challenge when the seams are really thick and trying to push it through my little brother machine. So yesterday I broke 4 needles um, trying to get the bags sewn, but we pushed through, and yeah, and we got it done. So I'm going to be making a few more of these bags, and I'll do some videos of some of them as I'm sewing. And as if I'm not crazy enough, I'm attempting this pattern. So okay, so it's called the Husky Lap Quilt Block pattern, and I think I got it on Etsy, I believe, from Scrappy Dog Quilts. I've never sewn from a pattern like this, so it's quite intimidating. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about this pattern? It's for my little cousin who is a Huskies fan, and so I thought this would be a nice lap quilt for him. So you know. Have you guys ever seen a pattern like this? Have you ever sewn it? It has like cutting instructions. So it is not paper pieced, but it does look like a paper pieced pattern, but it is not. So it has some sewing instructions for each section of the quilt, and it even has some templates for some of the blocks. So should be very interesting. What are you guys working on? What's under your needle? If you are someone who sews. So there's a bit of a delay. So I'm looking back and forth from my phone to the computer, trying to uh, get the chat as it happens. Yeah. So I've decided to select fabric from my stash for the husky pattern, and I'm only missing the blue for the water, I guess, or the bottom of the bottom of the quilt here. So I am going to use this blue for the sky. Beverly working on quilt blocks and the dresser girl, the dresses, as you had said earlier. Yeah. So this will be the sky. This will be the wall that the dog is standing on. So here. This will be the grass. And then these four will be parts of the dog. So the white, this grunge, this black and white, and this kind of gray and silver and white. Yeah, so these will be the dog, the body of the dog. Yeah. So that's what I'm working on. Yeah, it's very intimidating, but I'm going to get on it, get started. So I apologize if I cough because I'm still kind of wheezing a little bit. All right, so I got my cotton cuts. Clue 4 today. And let's see if I can, and here is the Clue 4 bag. And I'm using the colorway Autumn Shades. So the first puzzle mystery quilt block was so challenging for me. No, Beverly. Hi, Chloe. Or is it Chloe? Oh. No, Bev. I am still looking to see what I can afford. And in the meantime, I'm trying to coax all the life I can coax out of this machine. But I bought it used in 2019, and so it has done, a lot of work. Paula, hi Paula, just dropping in to say hello. That husky looks so cute. Oh, thanks, thanks. I really like it. I think he'll like it too. He likes huskies, and also that's the mascot for his school. So I think he'll really like the huskies pattern. But yeah, so I was saying that the cotton cuts, the first one I did, I made so many mistakes. Just the black and white, something with my brain and the black and white photo and the not aligning with the shades of the colors of the fabric. So for example, it may say piece A. On the picture, it's the darkest piece, but in the fabric, it's the lightest piece. So there was something with my brain and I kept messing up with that. But then the second and third blocks were so easy, quick and easy. So I definitely am enjoying the puzzle mystery quilt from Cotton Cuts. Did anyone here sign up for the states? I can't remember what it's called, the flower states or that one. I've decided to sit it out this time around. I am trying to not spend any money in May. So we'll see how that goes. I need to cough for a second. Sorry about that. Okay, Beverly hasn't done any cotton cuts. This one is my first. This one is my first one. The Tree of Life. And yep. Hi Nancy. And I've been saying like I can only do one subscription box per year. And so this year I decided to do this one and I paid up front. So it's not a monthly cost anymore because I've paid the full amount. I paid the full amount up front and got the entire kit. And so yeah. And I'm definitely not going to be doing the state, the flower states ones. So yeah. Right, of course, I'm working on the Blessing Hearts quilt, which was a video last week's video. I didn't upload any videos this week because I've not been well. And I'm still working on the Legit Kits Vortex. Did anyone here do the Vortex? Not yet, Nancy. I'm still working on it. I'm much better. Just the fact that I can All right, is the sound back? Is the sound back? All right, is the sound back? Okay. All right, great. Is that better? Can you hear me? Gone again. I'm not sure why the sound is gone. Mute mic. Can you hear me now? Good. Okay. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. I suspect that this needs to be charged. Yeah. Okay. All right. So did anyone say they did the vortex? Comes and goes. It's on now. Okay. I took out the mic. Thank you so much for joining me today. I can't believe that you guys are here. When I started this YouTube channel, I didn't even know if anyone would watch my videos. So I'm really grateful for everyone that watches. And if you are not here now for the live, but you watch the replay, I'm really grateful to all of you. It's been a great experience, just getting to know the people in the quilting community across the world. When I started quilting, I didn't know that there was anyone in my community that quilted. I'd never heard of, I'd never heard of it. I still don't know anyone in my immediate community that quilts. So it's really nice to have a community that's so supportive out there. Yes, thanks, Nancy. So yeah. So what are my plans for May? First thing is that I have a challenge for myself and for anyone that wants to join, and that is no fabric, no purchases. I was watching Rita's Roost last night, and I believe it was it June Hudson who said she has not bought fabric in years. And she said that she doesn't do any shopping online. She doesn't go into the stores and she doesn't do shopping online. And I want to be her. I want to be like her when I grow up. So I've decided to challenge myself to not purchase any fabric or notions or patterns for the month of May. 3 years, she said. June, yes. 3 years. Hi, Deb. And to be honest, I have a very small space. This area behind me is the extent of the space that I have. And I get very overwhelmed when the space is cluttered. And so scraps stress me out. Scraps are stressful. And not having things in its place is stressful for me. And that's just from, trauma. I have PTSD from trauma. And so I really don't need to be buying any fabric. I don't want to have a stash that is going to outlive me. So maybe this is me trying to convince myself. I had to stop watching soya videos so to stop myself from purchasing fabric. Most of these pieces of fabric that I just showed, I got from soya, from those soya de-stash videos. And now I've been watching Lynette Soft Square's videos on a Monday, so I'm getting in trouble again. And of course, when I go to quilt stores, I get in even more trouble. So, but at least for the month of May, let me read some of the comments. Deb says, I can't do that, Janice. I'm a fabric-holic. LOL. Quilted Chicken Farm. I love new fabric and new projects. Me too. Beverly says, I'm weak. Sorry, Janice. I don't think I can do it. Deb says, hi, Rita. The Quilted Chicken Farm says, me too, Deb. Janice, there are so many new beautiful fabrics. So cute. That's true. And to be honest, I'm relatively, I mean, I've been quilting since 2019, so maybe I can't say I'm new to quilting anymore. But I've really not gotten into fabric designers and fabric lines and so on. I don't really know that much about them. So I see something and I like it and I buy it. I don't know who the designer is or who the manufacturer is. I do know that I bought some fabric from Quilty fabrics that was so soft. It was so unbelievably soft. Um, yeah, but I really don't know much about fabric lines and fabric designers and so on. Um, Not yet, anyway. But for me, no purchases. I'm going to use from my stash only now. I have some purchases that I've already made that are coming in. So, but for the month of May, I'm not going to be purchasing anything. And I'm thinking of doing some giveaways. So, if I have it in my stash and I'm unlikely to use it, I'm probably going to give it away. So, some of us are almost fabric snobs. LOL. Don't mean to be, but we are. I know. I know. When I just started, I'm a teacher. For those of you that don't know, I am a teacher. Have I I have two kids, one in college and one in high school. So the budget is very tight. And um, when I started quilting, I quickly realized how expensive this hobby was. So I went on a Facebook group and I said, hey, can you guys tell me how do you afford this hobby? Are there ways that you can buy, quilt on a budget? And someone said to me, well, if you can't afford this hobby, you shouldn't be doing it. So I was like, oh. So that's when I did the quilting on a budget series of videos. And sometimes I can't afford the quilt quality fabric. Sometimes I just have to get what I can afford. One of the great things about living here in Durham is there is the fabric, the scrap exchange, and they always have quilting cotton there, rolls of it or fat quarters or yes, that wasn't nice. It was, and there are a lot of mean people. There are a lot of mean people um, in the quilting world, but thankfully I've not come across too many of them recently. So yeah. So I found the scrap exchange, thrift stores, um, and then every quilt store has some sort of sale. Sorry. Um, the Quilted Chicken Farm. Some of my most special quilts were made by grandma from just scraps and feed sacks. That's what I think too. When I think about what I know about the history of quilting, it wasn't any elite group of people, trying to, there was nothing like that. There was no glamour. It was just people using what they have to meet their needs, and you know, so I didn't take, I didn't allow that person to deter me. But I quickly exited that quilting group and came off Facebook shortly thereafter. So right now I'm not on Facebook at all. Anyway, oh, that was bad. All right, so I'm coughing, so I'm going to come off. I'm going to come off very soon. Quilted Chicken Farm says, yes, exactly, but I would love for people to make their own heirloom quilts to hand down. And Deb says at Beverly Akins, are you going to be on Mon's Zoom tomorrow? All right, what am I going to give away? I have 4 things that I want to give away, and I hope you're interested. People would be interested in this. Mona's. Okay. All right. So this last year and the year before, I did the Soya subscription box. I did 6 months. And in the subscription box, they had these blocks that they sent, and I've saved the blocks and the fabric. So this was one of the blocks, and all the fabric for the block. This is another one, and all the fabric. And then this is number 3. And all the fabric. Number 4. Oh, this one is colorful. And all the fabric. Number 5. And all the fabric. Number 6. And all the fabric. And this one came with a sample pack. So I'll leave that in there. And number 7. And all the fabric. So unfortunately, I know I'm not going to make these blocks. My initial plan was to make them, but I know I'm not going to do it. So someone else can get them all. So pretty florals. Okay. All right. So and then I have these 2 patterns. This one is 2 minis in one. And it makes 2, it looks like 2, mini quilts. And it comes with the buttons. Comes with buttons in there for the seeds. And I have this one, which is a bag. And then I have this book, which is Volume 8, Issue 4, 2021, Missouri Star Quilt Co. Block Idea Book, which it has all of these blocks, I guess, in it. It's a lovely book. Very nice. It has a lot of nice things in there. Oh, Deb. Nice. So I'm going to be giving these away. I will put a QR code. I keep saying QR code. I will put a form, the link to a form in the description once this video goes live. And anyone that is interested can enter. I will give 48 hours, and then I will do the number picker and draw the names. And the last, yeah. And I quite enjoyed the giveaways that I did recently, and it was a way for me to kind of lighten my area, lighten the clutter without throwing things in the trash, or sending them to a thrift store. And so, if I can do that for someone and they can benefit from it, that makes me happy. Kelly's Quilt and Cruises. Hello, Janice and my quilting friends. Hey, welcome. Thanks for joining me. Got to go milk blossom the cow. Nice. My family and I, we keep talking about a farm, having a small farm sometime in the future. So that's something, that we're city people. We're from Jamaica, but we're from the city. So we're city people. So it's an idea that we have no clue what it would take, but it's just a nice idea for us to have a farm. Yeah. Oh yes, Deb won last time and love it. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. I think everyone that I've heard from, of the only 5 persons filled out the form, and all 5 got a gift, got a prize, and it was a pleasure going. It was something to pack those scraps in those bags. We had to be shoving them in. But I was really happy to send them to the winners. Beverly was the first person that signed the form, and I was like, please let Beverly get up. When I was doing the number picking. But I'm really glad that everyone that got prizes enjoyed it. I know it must be a lot of work. I know it's a lot of work, farming. My grandmother grew up on a farm in Jamaica, but I grew up in the city. And when we went to live with her, we were just amazed. We were amazed at the things that she would do. She would purchase the chickens from a local farmer. She'd purchase them alive. I had only seen chickens in the freezer, the freezer section of the supermarket up to that point. And she would purchase the chickens alive. And then, I was fascinated by the whole process of processing those chickens. But yeah, a farm is a lot of work, but rewarding. Farming is lots of work. I know how to milk a cow. I've only seen it done on TV. So maybe one day. We did go to a farm. I'll have to ask my kids, but we did go to a farm once. Hey, Joyty. We did go to a farm with the kids at school once, and some of them got to milk a cow and pick up eggs and all of that. But I didn't. I was supervising. Kelly says, I live in the country, but only the outskirts of my city are rural, dairy farms and corn mostly. My neighborhood is pretty standard suburbia. Okay. And Deb says, my grandparents had a farm. Kelly says, my hobby is about to watch the Canucks choke. I try to be a fan, but it's painful sometimes. Okay, are those Canucks? What are they? Are they? I'm going to show my ignorance now. My ignorance. What are they? Chickens? Are they Canucks? I'm not sure. What are they? That's hockey. Okay, way off. That's Vancouver's. I'm sure my husband is laughing at me. That's Vancouver's NHL hockey team. Okay. Choke. Are they not doing well? I'm really not a sports fan, but I'm surrounded by sports fanatics in my family. No offense to anyone. They're in the playoffs against Nashville. Thank you, Nancy. I'm not alone. Nancy says, I didn't know either. I asked, was it a kind of chicken? So funny. uh, bye, sweetie. Uh, yeah, Kelly, Nashville, Tennessee. I'm the I'm the I'm the person that hangs out with the wives when there's any big sports event going on. I hang out in the kitchen or around the kitchen table. Thanks, Joyty. Kelly says they're doing pretty well, but had an opportunity to put the series away and sat on their arses instead. Joyty says, LOL, Janice, I didn't know either. Kelly says, yes, Beverly, I know. Canadians know we're US citizens. Okay. Kelly, are you being a little snarky? Oh boy. Yeah. Well, it's been 41 minutes. I'll probably go a few more minutes and call it a night. So this was so much fun. I'll have to do it again. I was thinking of a live. This is only my second live. I was thinking of doing a live the first Friday of every month. But maybe I can do every other Friday. I'm not sure. We'll see. Okay, Kelly says nope. Never. Kidding. Actually, I only dimly know. Okay. Got you. I got you, Kelly. Nope, never. Kidding. Actually, I only dimly know where Tennessee is, but I know Nashville is there. LOL. Yeah. You're a natural at doing a live. Oh, thanks, Deb. Thanks. You okay? Oh. Oh, thank you so much, Deb. Thank you. I actually went to Nashville for Thanksgiving last year, and it was interesting. Of course, everywhere I go, I try to find a thrift store or a quilt store or an antique store. So in Nashville, I found a really nice antique store, and it was so good to be there. Hi, Brenda. Welcome. Thanks, Kelly. That's okay. You can watch the replay. Thank you, Nancy. Yeah. So my friends, Joyty says, guess who Nancy says, yes, you're doing a great job. Joyty says you should do more lives. You're natural and have a great laugh. Thank you. Right Angle says, hey, Brenda. Kelly says, okay, Brenda, got it. LOL. Are you cheering for the Predators then? And now I'm going to be accurate in my guess that that's another team. Another hockey team. Am I correct? Yeah. So my friends that, we travel a lot, they're really very close to our family, and they're on a quest. They're also Jamaicans, and they're on a quest to visit all 50 states. And we've been tagging along. So we went to Tennessee with them last year. We went to Mississippi with them for spring break. I think we're going to Savannah, Georgia sometime soon. So we'll see. Donnell says, I agree with at Joyty, you should do more lives. Thank you, Donnell. Beverly says, Kelly, no, I don't like hockey. Only been to one hockey game. I took some students to a hockey game in Fayetteville some years ago, and that was fun. So yesterday I was sewing this bag, which is this bag. So this is the second one, and as I was my machine is a little Brother LX3817, and I bought it used in 2019 off of Facebook Marketplace, and I've been using it to quilt and sew and do everything, and it has been such a little trooper. But yesterday it was not happy about sewing this, and so it kind of gave up the ghost a little bit. I tried rethreading, changing the needle, cleaning, oiling, whatever, and it's still not great. But I knew it was going. So my plan was to do some sewing today on this live, but because the machine is not, it's not machining today. It's not machining today, so I can't sew. But I will. The next live will definitely have some sewing. My machine is an Brother LX3817. It's a very basic machine, but it's really good. I mean, it's a good beginner machine, and I was hoping it would hang in there until I was able to get a nice machine. The right angle says, is the new bag inside out at the moment? Yes, it is inside out at the moment. So one of the things with the bag is that you have to bind the raw edges, and because my machine, so this one is very poorly done, but this is you have to bind the seams. And so because my machine is not working, I use glue to bind it. And so I'm going to wait until tomorrow, I think, to turn it inside out, so that just to give it a chance to dry fully. So I use some fabric fusion glue to bind it. And then, I wish I could show you the inside, but I will definitely put it on YouTube at some point. But the inside is really pretty. This is the inside. The outside is really pretty. Yeah. So I wish I could show it to you, but I don't want to risk turning it inside out or outside in, inside out, whatever, until it's properly dry. So I'm just giving it a chance to dry. That's a cute bag. Great job. Thank you. Thank you. I really like it, and it's very easy. This is the pattern. It comes with 2 sizes. So this is the large, and I made the mini. And I'm going to make 2 more after this, at least. Both sides looking pretty cute. Pretty colors. Thank you. Thank you. Deb says she has 2 Brother machines. We were looking at machines yesterday, and I did look at some Brother machines. What model do you have, Deb? Georgie says pretty colors. Thank you. Maybe they keep it extra cold to have good ice. Yes, it was cold in the rink. Do they play field hockey here? Or in Canada, or in Vancouver, or in, I don't know. I don't know my North American geography very well, but do they play field hockey? We play field hockey in Jamaica. Deb says I have a basic machine that I got first, and now I'm using the CE8 8100. Okay. All right. I've really enjoyed this chat. Thank you so much for joining me. Do you want to join me on my challenge? I dare you. I dare you. No purchases of fabric or notions in the month of May. But yes. So I'm going to sign off here. If you're joining me on the replay, feel free to join the challenge as well. No purchases for the month of May. We can do it. I know we can. I need support. And also, I'm going to do a giveaway, just a reminder. I'm going to give this book away. I'm giving away these 2 patterns. And I'm giving away 6 blocks that I got from a Soya quilt box, along with the fabric for these blocks. So thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate every single one of you. Have a good night. Joyty says she'll try. Thank you, Joyty. At least you said you will try. Bye, everyone.